Nuke incoming!
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an important message. This is an activation of the emergency alert system. Communication is down.
Myself a stranger.
this is Mr. Moonlight.
And you're listening to Outlaw Radio in Cleveland, Ohio, the rock and roll capital. Here we are, Outlaw Radio, New Year's Eve night, trying to bring you on. Matt, it says you're offline. I don't know. Are you with me, Matt? Oh, it says you're offline, son of a bitch. Anyway, we have Matt Gutka hanging on, the Paranormal Chef. That was Void Dead with Radio Down. Pretty cool freaking song, don't you think? It's freaking amazing. So it's New Year's Eve night. Yep. Are you ready? We have Matt Gutka hanging out. Trying to bring him on. There we go. The mute is off. Now it's on again. Turn it off. Ask for unmute. And Matt, if you're out there, buddy, I can't seem to get you on here. Can you say something for me? No, man. All right, Matt. I am here, but I don't have you on here. Yeah, I'm going to have to kick you off, and then I'll have you come back on. So just sign back in, all right, Matt? You hear me out there? I'm going to kick you as a guest, and then I'll have you sign back on, and then we'll get you on the screen, all right? So anyway, it's New Year's Eve night. I ended up having to work today. It fucking sucked. It was not busy. I hate that job. I don't know what else to say about it. I really hate it. And I need to make changes in 2025. Just like everybody else out there, I see all these things all over Facebook and all over social media about how we're going to change things in 2025 and be better. But guess who just signed on? The Paranormal Chef, Matt Gutka. I'm going to bring him on, and we're going to talk about, 2025, our dreams and ambitions and everything we want to do, and, drones, because that's a really cool topic, and he is the Paranormal Chef. So here we go. Matt, can you hear me? Let's see.
I'm unmuted.
All right, sweet. I'm
Can
gonna
you
fix
see me?
something.
Wait a minute. Let me try
No,
this.
I can't see you, but hold on. I'm gonna
There
change
you
a
go.
couple angles. I'm gonna do
Okay.
something different here. Here we go. Fuck yeah.
There we go.
How's that? Can
How
you
you
see
doing,
me?
guys?
All
Yeah, I
right.
can see you.
So Matt,
How's things going?
it's
Yeah,
fantastic. How's your New Year's Eve? You're home.
not bad. I'm home. I'm home being safe. I'm not out there with the amateurs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The
I
the
was thinking the
fools.
same thing when I got off work tonight. I was like, I'm gonna stop. I did stop and have a drink, but it was
Yeah.
like right around the corner from my house, literally
Uh-huh.
a 40-second drive. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop real fast, have a couple drinks, then go home. And I was thinking on my way home, I'm like, God, I'm so happy I'm not like on the freeway or anything.
Yeah, exactly. I got home from work at 3 and I said, nope, staying in. No parties, nothing.
Yeah,
Especially where I'm at now.
yeah. I'll tell you this. One time I was living in Fairview Park,
Yeah.
and I had to go down Lorraine Road. It was New Year's Eve night. It was around 10 o'clock. I had to go down Lorraine Road to get something. And then I had to come back and then go back down the same way I came to pick somebody up. I know it seems kind of stupid, but I had to do it. And so as I left, I got pulled over, made my stop, came back home, got pulled over again. And then on my third drive out to go pick somebody up, I got pulled over a third time by this same cop.
Oh,
And
jeez.
yeah, on the third time, he just looked at me and he was like, just go. He wanted that DUI so bad. He's like, God
Yeah.
damn it. Fucking
Yep.
same car. I'm like, hey, are you going to pull me over next time I come out?
Three
I thought that was the funniest thing. But anyway,
times. Damn.
yeah, 3 times. That is no lie. That's a true story. So we have you on the show, which is very
Yeah.
cool, right?
Very awesome.
Right. You saw the interview I did with Johnny Rocker. That was cool.
That was fantastic.
Right. That was super cool. and we're gonna do a whole bunch more of those. Next week, next Sunday, we have Kim Jovanov coming on. She
Oh,
sings
sweet.
that song "Happy." We're gonna do a quick interview with her, and Jim will be back in town. He told me he's
Cool.
actually coming back early, so which would be
Oh,
pretty cool. Hopefully, he comes back and we can hang
yeah,
out on Thursday and get the
definitely.
show ready for Sunday.
Is he not gone like he was planning on doing?
No, he is gone. He is in South Carolina, but I
I
guess
mean, gone, like hooping it up out there.
I think he's having a good time because he quits drinking. Um, he only drinks twice out of the year. He drinks in
Oh, I
July
got you.
when
I
he
got
goes to
you.
Kelly's Island, and then he
Yeah.
drinks on New Year's Eve. So I'm sure he's tipping them back tonight. He did tell me he left his like edibles at home. He forgot them on the kitchen table.
Oh, damn the luck.
He's
And that's one of the. I think those
yeah
are one of the states you can't get that stuff in there.
yeah he's like, damn it, I left that shit at home. Well, they'll be Tyson's ears will be waiting for you, Jim. So
Right.
I know he's out there. He might catch the show later. I told him I was gonna go on New Year's Eve and talk about some stuff. So what I want to do is next Sunday when we come on the show, we'll have Kim Jovanov. I want to bring you back on the show, and then I want to bring on Cassie as well. And then I think I could set it up so that we could have me and Jim in the scene, and then 3 guests.
Okay, cool.
I'll try to figure that out next week. I'm gonna
Okay.
actually see something right now. We could just see that scene right there. How it's you.
Yeah.
We can have 2 more special guests, and they be in the boxes like that. Or we could go to this format right there, and that's just one. And then
Right.
that's you in the corner, and then that one there, and then there could be 2. Then you have this one, and then this one. And I kind of like this scenario for
Yeah.
multiple guests. And then it could be me and Jim, and then multiple guests on the right hand side. So, anyway. So, what do you think is going on with all the fucking drones? Huh?
There's a bunch of things that I've been hearing. The biggest one is the nuclear whatever warhead waste, whatever you want to say, that's coming out of Ukraine through Russia. And they say that one place it's off the coast of North America, other places they're saying Sydney now, Okinawa. Uh, they're having flying over Glasgow. They're having flying over Rendlesham, even though it's now kind of a dead place. But Rendlesham has always been a hot topic for all this conspiracy stuff. Uh, they said London, Sydney, Melbourne, Brazil. So the new thing is the nuclear warhead or waste that's coming out of new that they're trying to do a dirty bomb or something now. I don't know if it's off the coast, if it's going to be in America or someplace, but
Yeah,
that's
but
the new thing. That's the new thing. But there's also saying it's they're doing it for scare tactics for everybody. The new order. So
oh
that's
yeah,
the other thing.
Project Bluebeam,
Pro-
that whole
Uh,
thing.
yeah, but I think it's not Project Bluebeam per se. I think it's a different kind of situation because I think the government knows what's going on too. So
Oh, I
that's
think they totally do.
yeah,
They know what's
and
going on.
they they at least what I understand, they've read in at least JD Vance in this stuff, and he's keeping quiet. I don't know if they read in Trump as of right now, but they read the the future vice president. That's what I'm hearing, and he's keeping quiet about it. I'm also hearing that it's some sort of, like I said, scare tactic or get people seeing the skies instead of seeing what's coming towards you on land kind of situation. It might be part of the COVID thing, another keep you inside, kind of keep you uh, keep you in place kind of deal, trying to scare you up. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Kind of
So
situation.
I also heard this, and all the spiritual people are talking about this, and I heard this again yesterday. What if it's true that they say that since the eclipse and certain other things that have happened, that the veil is revealing itself, and now things aren't hidden like they used to be?
Yeah, that could
That's
be
the other
true.
thing I heard.
Yeah,
And then, but this is the thing, you're talking about like how they're talking about nuclear waste and how there might be a dirty bomb somewhere in New Jersey and the whole bit. I've seen drones in Ohio,
I've
so
seen, I've
they're
actually
all
seen
over.
one. I actually seen one Thursday night flying over Twinsburg, and it's
Oh,
crazy. It wasn't a plane because there was no, or a helicopter. There was no actual sound to them. It was the weirdest thing. I got out of my car to look, and it was gone. By the time I got back to the apartment, and it was over Twinsburg uh, water tower for about 5 minutes, and by the time I parked, it was gone. But I didn't hear a damn thing through the car either. I had the windows
so
open when I saw.
this is the point I'm making. If it is a nuclear waste thing or a nuclear warhead or any type of nuclear thing that they say that they're searching for, because I've seen those news reports too.
Yeah,
This has been going on since November. I mean, come on.
right.
We would
And
have
they
found it by now, or something would have happened at least.
and why wouldn't they notify at least the governor of New Jersey if it's in New Jersey? He didn't know, or the governor didn't know what was going on there, and or at least he says, you know. And if it was, I would have loved to hear. Watch out for some nuclear shit around, the United States. Look for some strange people, like they
Yeah.
told us in 9/11.
And if it is nothing, then why did we just have a congressional hearing about nothing?
Exactly. That's probably another thing. It's a
I
whole
don't
different.
know.
It's the veil. It's the veil. You know.
I'm not sure if it's the veil. Oh man, I bet. All right, so
I I,
I
I
saw
always
a
say,
drone.
yeah. I
I'm
always
with
said
Jim.
I would have a drone, but there, like you said, there's four different kinds of drones out there.
You're right.
There's four
I
different
like the
kinds of drones.
WTFs.
Yes, me too.
Instead of UAPs, we're gonna go with
Yes,
WTF.
you. And I'm an old schooler. UFOs are UFOs, and UAPs are bullshit the government made up just to throw some crap in the sewer. You know what I mean? Into the realm.
I don't know. I think some shit's going down, man.
Yeah, I know. I know. There's some shit going down. They
I
they
think
I'm predicting a lot of weird shit in the next, excuse the expression, weird, yeah, shit in the next 2 years. I have a feeling that this is just the beginning,
no, I do
and
too. I
and
think the aliens are coming.
yeah, and
Well, they're already here.
they're here, but I think the mothership or a mothership or some kind of ship is coming. They're saying something's going to happen in 2026, so I'm waiting for that and all the alien UFO uh, shows I listen to, read about, and all that stuff. So I'm also trying to figure out the spiritual stuff over the the what do we call it, the the human stuff. You know what I mean? Like concrete stuff, the solid
Sure.
stuff. You know what I mean? When I'm talking about like man-made kind of
Well,
situation. Like
it seems like the spiritual stuff seems to be intertwined with everything that's going on right now.
Yes, that's what I'm feeling too. And it's,
And
I
you can't
think,
escape it.
no, and they're saying it's the start of a new age coming up soon. We're getting out of one, and we're getting into another. So
It's the age of Aquarius.
exactly, and we're getting out of the age of
Aquarius.
Aries,
Yeah.
and
Great.
Aries was a very like human time, not spiritual. And Aquarius is going to be more spiritual. I feel. I feel.
Of course. Just like
Yeah.
the song. All
Yep.
right, listen, Matt. So hang on.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a song by one of your favorites. I'm gonna mute you, and we're gonna play "Dark and Faded" by DSR. How's that
Awesome.
sound? Yeah,
Awesome.
great
Bring
band.
her on.
Here we go, man. Hi, this is Jeff James,
And this is Mr. Moonlight.
and you're listening to Outlaw Radio in Cleveland, Ohio, the rock and roll capital. his DSR with dark and faded. Pretty cool, huh? Good shit. Let's see, why can't you hear you? There we go. I got you on yet? Hold on a second. There we go. Are you with me? Huh. Isn't that interesting? Every time we come back, I can't hear you. That was freaking
They're
crazy.
good. You got me?
Yeah, it was muted on your end.
Yeah, it was. It says that on the thing.
Every time we come back,
Give. Let the. You got me? Yeah.
there you go with the echo.
Was yes. On the thing. Sorry, that's my. I
It's
had to
all right.
listen. Let
I got you because you wanted to listen to in between so you could hear
Yes.
music and shit, right? So
Right.
yeah, when I had Jim on, he had it on his computer and then he had it on his phone. He's like, "Which one should I listen to?" I'm like, "I don't know, whichever one you want." But turn one off and leave the other one on, or vice
Yeah.
versa. Yeah, no.
I had to listen. I had to listen to DSR.
Yeah, do you like the? You mentioned the graphics, before.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, they are. They're very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
it's very cool. The things that we could do on here. So when we're on here, I can private chat you in between on the songs. I can raise and lower your volume, mute you. I can edit your name and change your name.
Uh-oh.
I don't have to do that for the paranormal chef. I can
Okay.
also make you into an avatar, and then when we're done talking, I can just kick you, and it just kicks you right out.
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
I do miss the succubus behind you, though.
You want
But
the
when
succubus? Oh,
before before
you like the
before the Santa
succubus?
Claus before Santa Claus showed up.
Oh man, I don't even know if I have that. I think I got rid of the succubus.
Okay.
Um, I was gonna do, I don't know. I don't have the succubus anymore. And the succubus is an actual person that we refer to as the soul-sucking vampire.
Hmm.
I don't know if you know who that person is.
No,
I may have mentioned it to you in the
I
past.
think you have.
Yeah, probably a few times. I think
Yeah.
everybody knows. Hey, all right. So we're still talking about drones, and we're talking about some paranormal stuff. And did you see the thing I sent you on Facebook the other day about the Franklin house?
Yes. Yes.
Pretty
That's
cool, right?
very cool. I've been hearing stories all my life about the Franklin Castle.
They're
It's
thinking about
fantastic.
reopening it
Are they?
and
Yeah,
doing
that's right. That's
tours.
doing. Yeah, they've had some ghost hunters shows in there. My thing is with houses like places like that, if they get too touristy or too hunter, like people coming in to do ghost hunts and stuff, it might get the spirits might get too uh might go away, or it you might manifest some spirits, which has happened in some places. They say there's a couple of spirits in the Stanley Hotel that have been manifested because of the people
Yeah, I
wanting
could
them
see
there.
that.
And so the thing is, if you really want to go to like the Franklin Castle, you're gonna have to go, especially if it's a ghost hunting tour. You're gonna have to go the first couple of months, because after that it might get all diluted and spoiled and stuff. And that's what I
Or
see. Go ahead.
or you might get demons.
Right, exactly.
They'll be like,
Exactly.
this. These people won't fucking leave.
Exactly.
I could see that
Exactly.
happening.
Or benevolent spirits. I mean, they might
Yeah.
not even be demons. They might just be heavy poltergeists, that'll just throw shit at you everywhere.
Yeah, just like in life, people are assholes. You would think
Yeah,
on the other side, there's people that still can't let go. That's why we have earthbound spirits that
right.
can't leave. They have
And
issues or,
I if I always leave them alone. if I see something in the corner of my eye or hear something that's unusual, go for it. If it doesn't fuck with me, it doesn't. I won't fuck with it. How's that?
Hey man, when I die, I'm out. I want to go
Yeah,
somewhere else. I'm not.
yeah,
I'm not going to be
exactly,
earthbound. I'm
exactly.
not staying around to haunt. I want the fuck off this planet.
Right,
I think
right.
about. I think about it quite often. I'm like, man.
Yep,
I also thought about this, and I laughed in the car when I thought about this. So say you're like, say you're in a car accident, you get killed, right?
right,
And you're like floating above your body, and then you go into the tunnel, and then you go into heaven, and you're like, wow, man, this is fucking great. I have no pain. Everything is awesome. I can see all around me, 360, right? And you're talking to like angels, and you meet Jesus. And all of a sudden, you feel this bolt in your chest, like, right? And
right.
that's them shocking your heart in the hospital. And then all of a sudden, you're like brought right back to your body. And
Yeah,
I was thinking about this. How much would that suck? Be like,
that would suck.
no,
That would
damn
suck.
you!
Yes,
I was finally happy. No
for sure.
bills,
No bills, no nothing, no pain.
no nothing. Oh man, I was thinking that, and I started laughing in the car. I'm like, man, that's so fucking funny. People out there like, that's not funny.
No,
It is.
no, they're not. But I want to reach the other side, the other plane, the other. Yeah, I don't know if it's heaven or if it's another dimension or if it's another place where your soul goes or your spirit. But I'm looking forward to going to another realm. You know?
And maybe you'll be lucky and you'll meet this guy over here at the
Oh,
right side.
I
The
won't go.
Beelzebub.
I, I won't. I won't go there.
You're
They're
gonna be like,
afraid.
ah,
I might.
shit.
I might take over a little bit of it. That's why.
Oh shit! I thought I was living my life right. Damn
Yes.
it! No, and I have to work side by side with Hitler cooking for everyone for the rest of my life.
Yes. That's my hell. It's
Your
cooking for the
penance.
restaurant. Yes.
I thought it would be funny. I also thought about this many times as a cook and a chef. Hell would be a dinner rush that never ends. Like
Yes.
it would be like full on. You're running out of everything and burning yourself, and you cut off a finger, and it's just craziness. And then all of a sudden it ends, and then it starts right back
Start.
again.
And my fear is the expediter, some European prick.
You can't understand them, and you
Yes.
can't see your tickets. They just call them out to you, and they call out
Yes.
things that aren't even on the menu.
Right.
Like a normal kitchen works.
Exactly.
Hey man, I work, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this on the air, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I work at Macaroni Grill, right?
Yeah.
I went corporate after years and years of working in non-corporate places like Strip Steakhouse and all those places, and
Right.
Redstone, all that. And then I went corporate. I'm like, man, this will be so much better that they have to follow strict rules and all this stuff. They order off the menu too.
Yeah.
We get orders from stuff that was like 4 menus ago.
Uh-huh. Like, yeah, I could believe it.
I'm
These
like, what the fuck is this?
nowadays they don't care. Nowadays they don't care if
I think that's a great idea. I think it would be fun just to go out to places and look at their menus from like 6 or 7 years ago and be like, yes, I'd like that Berkshire pork chop with the cherry jubilee, just to fuck with them.
yeah,
Oh, damn, man, that's funny.
that would be
And
funny.
I'm not sure if everybody out there knows, for the 2 people watching the show right now, and I'm sure there'll be people later on that watch the show, but Matt Guka is a chef, and that's why we call him the paranormal chef. And I know
Yeah,
him from Redstone, right?
exactly. If Redstone was the place we met, it was the party place back in the day. It was a fun joint.
Greatest place on earth. Man, that's where I really got my start. You know that?
Uh-huh.
If it wasn't for Josh, I would have never had a lot of the opportunities that I had. Like
Cabot,
that.
Cabot, the Cabot clan are awesome folks.
Yeah, they are. And I know you hung out with them and you hung out with Ken. I used to hang out with Ken all the time and cook on the
Yeah.
rooftop
Uh-huh.
when Crystal was with us still. Yeah, man. That goes a long way back.
Right.
Big time. All right, so we're gonna play another song, and I got some new stuff, man. Um, there was a bunch of bands that wrote me over the past like 3 or 4 days. So of course I'm gonna mute you again, and feel free
Okay.
to turn on your YouTube so you can listen along. But this is a band called 51 Boneyard, and they have a whole bunch of tunes, and a lot of their songs borderline on punk, rockabilly, country, and rock, I guess you would say.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Sounds like a great combo.
Yeah, very cool. Very similar to Devil's Rodeo,
Okay.
Dwayne Albert, and we're actually gonna have him on very soon. But all right, Matt, I'm gonna mute you. But this is 51 Boneyard, 21 First Century Vampires. Yeah, but this is 51 Boneyard, 21 First.
Concept of morality is a fact. With plans by ammunition, of bloody nutrition, just another victim of nighttime crowd. Darling of the late night moon, she's 21st century vampire. Vampire, her life will turn to moon. 21st century vampire. Vampire. Act of finality, night of brutality, resurrection in a brand new way. Lifeblood of delivery, in this age of chivalry, your fate lies beyond the open door. Queen of the nighttime world, 21st century vampire, vampire, dying from coast to coast. 21st century vampire, vampire. Alley grows nearer, your vision's getting clearer about what you need to carry on. Queen of the nighttime world, 21st century vampire, vampire. The dying from coast to coast. 21st century vampire. Vampire!
Just give me 1 second to get back to where I was. There we go. And then get Matt back in the game. There we go, Matt.
There we go. We good?
Yep. We're doing well.
That was a good tune.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
They hit me up this past week and they're like, "Hey man, could you put us on your
Good.
it's all good. I know what's up. Put you on the show," and I was like, "Yeah, that's really cool." And they also sent me their logo. I'm gonna put it up really quick so you could see it. And they have a couple photos we're gonna put up and take a look at. But this is their band logo for their album.
Oh, that's okay. Sorry. That's
No,
am
you
I
can
allowed
swear.
to?
You can say all the fuck words you want. Fuck, fuck,
Okay.
fuckity, fuck, fuck.
That's fucking cool ass.
Yeah, that's cool, right?
Yeah.
51 Boneyard. They hit me up through Rockstar Radio. I was talking to Angelina one day, going back and forth through comments, and they hit me up, and I started talking to them. And that's how I also talked to, I have to go look at the name because I can't remember. Void Dead with the song Radio Down. That's how this one started, right?
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an important message.
That was the first band we played of the night.
Uh-huh.
That's Void Dead, and then so Void Dead and 51 Boneyard hit me up all at the same time, which was really cool. I'm still waiting to get all of Oblivious songs. They have a whole bunch of songs that they're going to send me from the last album. So we got a whole bunch of stuff coming, and so
Right.
my plan is next Sunday to have you and Cassie on, and then we'll have you on that split screen, and we could have a great conversation. I want to start doing the show
Cool.
almost like how Ryan Lang in the Morning Hang, or Rover in the Morning Glory, or like I'm trying to think, what's that other fucking show called? With Douchey. Is that Alan Cox, or is that Rover
That's Rover with Doogie.
with Douchey?
Alan Cox used to have Bill Squire and Mary
That's right.
Santorum,
That's
and
right.
they let them go because they're restructuring. That's what they're
Well,
saying.
it's
But
because they're not
basically,
making money.
exactly.
That's that's what the real problem is, that there's no money to be made. Um, People aren't paying for advertising like they used to, and yeah,
Yep.
they had to let him go. Alan Cox. So I was looking into it because I wanted to see how much these dudes made. Right, Alan Cox makes $190,000 a year.
I can believe that.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I would assume that Ryan Lang in the Morning Hang, that dude probably makes about 50 grand, maybe.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't think that dude makes a lot of money. They don't do 97.5. Isn't that that's Ryan Lang, and that's Amanda Casey, I
Right.
think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
That's
then yeah,
that's an Akron, so that's a lower market too. Anyway, so
right, smaller market,
yeah.
and then you have sorry, you then have Rover's Glory, and I bet that dude's, you know, he's probably making $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
He has to be.
He's
So
also he's also syndicated. He's like got 4 or 5 cities under his belt too.
yeah, that's true. And
Rochester, a couple of them in Florida. I think there's one in West Virginia. Uh, there's one in Iowa. I think there's a couple others. They're
so
trying to make. Go ahead. They're trying to make him like a rock Ryan Seacrest, but it ain't happening.
yeah. So what I was thinking about doing was, and I had this conversation with Jim many times. I was like, man, we if we wanted to, we could actually go every single day in the morning. But that's a lot of work, and
Mhm.
especially for people that work and have different schedules. So I said, well, why don't we do this? Let's go every Sunday at 7, like we've been doing, but let's add 2 more people to the show. So it'll be me and Jim on the show, and then you and Cassie, and let's make it like a morning show would be. We'll go for 2 hours. We could go for 4 hours if we wanted, but we'll go for 2 hours, and we'll do our topics like Loud and Local and Outlaw's been doing, like music scene stuff and paranormal, and then we'll do interviews. That'd be cool, right?
Yeah, that would be
And then, we'll make it like almost like an evening show. Because I don't think there's any evening shows besides what happens on 92.3, right?
right.
So, yeah, we'll make it like an evening show, and I think it'd be fun because I was watching some of these shows, and I'm not going to name them. I'm sure you'll guess them by the content that I mentioned. But talking about collecting farts in jars, do you know the show I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was listening to that to the one day, and I was like, this is what people in Cleveland are listening to? I mean, come on.
yeah,
Farts in jars. And then I heard another one where they were talking about selling panties and making like a panty like distribution center where
yeah,
girls would wear panties and then take photos of them in their mouths and then put them in plastic bags and they could sell them. That was one of their topics. I was like, "Oh my god." And they give me a hard time.
yeah.
I've never talked about selling panties. Although I
You
probably
know,
have some good panty stories, though.
you probably do.
Yeah. We will not mention any of those on this show whatsoever. But yeah, so I was thinking about what we could do is we'll tie the paranormal into it because we're in Cleveland, Ohio, and there's a ton of paranormal stuff, as you know.
Right,
And we still have plans to go see these different places. But now we're in the middle of winter again. We can't go to Helltown,
right,
although we could, right?
right.
We could go to hell anytime.
Exactly.
We'll go to hell and we'll see this guy. Wait, hold on a second. Let me go bring him up. There he is.
There he is. Yep.
Satan. And he'll definitely make an appearance on the show again. But all right, man, let's jump into another song, all right?
All
And I
right.
have another new song to play. I want to play it for you right now. And I know you heard Jim Bellinger's My Little Girl.
That was beautiful.
That was
That
great,
was,
right?
that was a fantastic song.
But I think this song is really cool. It's heavy. And but it's really weird. And I keep playing it over and over again, listening to it. So this is Inherently Lost. Check it out.
Can I get it? Where am I? Right. That was good. Rocket. Are you? Yep. Are you there, Jeff? Oh, yeah. No, I can't see you. I'm full screen with this beautiful lady on the corner.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Here we go. I know I have to. There's a lot of moving parts, bro.
Yeah, I can believe it.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
And I got you switched up. Now you're on the other side. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? So much
Right.
stuff you could do on here, and I'm just learning as we go. So definitely better than the first time we did this whole thing. But always changing stuff up. I drive Jim crazy. I'm like, dude, look what I could do now. But always changing sounds. But yeah. I used to do that one. I used to do
Yeah.
that one with Lisa all the time.
Yeah.
And I took the boxing bell one out and put this one in. So I love this one.
Yeah.
Here, let me show you some photos. We have a few people watching the show, and so I want to show my future wife, and she's right here. Man, and I was thinking about this the other day, right? I like her. I'm in love with her. And I like her. And then I realized something.
They're
Blondes.
hers.
They're all blondes.
Yes.
And they're all unobtainable. There's no way to have any of them. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, they're all blondes except this chick here. She's kind of a brunette. And then
Right.
I have this one, of course, Tulsi.
I respect what she did for the war effort or service.
Oh yeah, man. She is. I think she's still a colonel in the
Did
United
she?
States Army, and I'm not sure what her position is, but I did see that and Jim was like he had mentioned to me that she was taken from the position that Trump put her in, but I don't think so. She's still right. Isn't she like Secretary of State? Is that
Uh,
right?
s- no,
National
she's going to be
Intelligence?
either national intelligence or she's going to be the one that's going to be the ambassador to NATO.
Hmm. That'd be interesting too.
Yeah, because how he feels about NATO.
Yeah. He fucking hates NATO.
Yes.
I don't know. NATO, man. I don't even want to start talking about Russia and Ukraine and
Yeah.
NATO. Maybe that's a topic for one of these outlaw radio shows on a Sunday for sure.
Right.
Because oh my god, there's so much stuff that we could talk about. I mean, from all right, so conspiracy side wise, the Nazi stuff, because I'm sure you've heard all about the Nazi stuff that's
Yeah.
going on in Ukraine, in Europe. We
Right.
could talk about the gold. We could
Yeah.
talk about the Vatican, and
Exactly.
we could also talk about when the Pope just opened up the portal to hell. Did you see that video footage
I
the
did not.
of the guys that stood on the sides? What do they call those dudes? I don't know. The
The
servants to
Cardinals,
the Pope. No, the
the
servants to the Pope.
Carmelangra,
Yeah, I guess so. And then
the
they opened up
Carmelangra
the
is,
doors.
yeah.
Those guys had no ears. They had
Wow.
heads like aliens.
I'll have to
They
check that. I'll have to check that link out.
You gotta watch it. I think I watched it on Redacted. And
Okay.
when they opened up the doors, they showed a side view of those guys and they zoomed in on them. They had no ears. They had these oblong heads. Oh, it's so
That's
fucking weird.
kind of eerie because that reminds me of the videos of the couple of Secret Servicemen kind of looking like that too. No ears, balding, and then they shapeshift back to themselves.
Reptilians.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be really crazy if when the truth comes out that it's really that crazy?
Yeah.
I think there'd be a lot. No,
I
here's another thought. if it is true that we are just a soul having a human experience, right?
All right.
And in that when we die, we automatically go to heaven, right? And that there really is no hell, there's just lower levels of consciousness. There'd
Right.
be mass suicides,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah,
I
I was thinking about that.
for me, I think there might be a heaven, but I think I think our souls are meant to go other places before they go to heaven or before they go to the mass consciousness.
I
That's what
don't
I
know.
think. Because
Probably takes a lot to get into heaven.
yeah, especially someone like me.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I might be ahead of you in the depravity department. I was thinking about it the other day. I may have done some really horrible shit in my life. I think I've made up for a lot of it, but I don't know. Some of the
I
stuff
think
I've done,
I think
I
it
don't
goes
know if
in.
there's a pass.
I think it goes this way: dictators, warlords, drug drug dealers, then chefs.
Chefs. Well, chefs are similar to drug dealers.
Exactly.
Remember, what's his fucking name? No, he's dead now. I can't think of his fucking name. Um,
Bourdain.
yeah, Kitchen Confidential.
Yeah, Anthony
Anthony
Bourdain.
Bourdain.
Yeah,
Remember his book, right?
yeah,
He said in his book that chefs were like drug dealers and they could hustle uh, their way to getting any type of drug after getting
yep,
off their shift.
yep.
I believe that.
No,
I truly believe that.
100% true. 100% true.
Oh yeah, I've
I,
hustled myself a
yeah.
bag of weed and other fun things after a
Walk,
shift.
walk in any bar. They find out that you're the chef or chef. Uh, they come knocking at you. Hey,
Yeah.
I got something for you. I got something for you.
Hey man, I've been paid many times in weed.
Yeah,
Many, not paid, from my boss,
I
but
know.
um, customers and stuff with tips and things like that. Hey, I'll tell you a funny story. Um, so this is back in like 2008 or 9 at Redstone, and I'm not gonna say who it was. Sold me a big bag of weed, right? I was so super excited about it. Sold me a big bag of weed, and me and Crystal sat at the bar outside on the patio, and we kicked back and we had lots of drinks. And all of a sudden we get up and we go to leave, and all of a sudden I'm like patting my pockets. I'm like, man, where'd my bag go? And I went to a complete panic attack, like, oh my god, I just lost this huge bag of weed. Searched around the whole place, and all of a sudden I just come back and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, where did I leave it? And all of a sudden I look down and it's right under my chair.
Oh, jeez.
And I bend down. And I couldn't believe it. All that time of me looking around for it and all that stuff, nobody found it.
It's where it is.
Yeah,
Last expected.
I have lots of Redstone stories.
I
Man,
bet you do.
Julio,
Oh, Julio.
Julio in the
Julio.
kitchen.
There's so many stories about that guy. Even back when he was working liquid, I
Man, he was
miss him.
funny.
I
Yeah, I
miss
miss him
him.
too.
He's uh
Um,
he's in California now, running his father's business out there.
yeah, that's what I heard.
He's
I
it's,
remember this one time I went there for breakfast when Julio was working, and I was
yeah.
sitting with my buddy, and I ordered huevos rancheros, right?
He makes it
And like
every day different.
it was like an hour later, and all of a sudden something comes out, and it's like
Yeah.
pork and some other stuff. They're like, "Yeah, Julio's not feeling well." I was like, "What's wrong, man?"
uh,
That's so
we
funny. We both know, but
yes.
can't say it
Go.
on air. That's fucking funny. Yeah, I have great Julio stories. I have great Tommy stories.
Yeah.
All right, here's a Tommy story that makes me laugh. So, I'll probably get in trouble for this one too. Tommy notoriously was a avid drinker. I don't know if he
Mhm.
drinks anymore, but he kicked it back. I mean, we all kicked it back, but he
Uh-huh.
kicked it back. And this one night, he got super drunk, right? And I don't know if you remember Redstone's kitchen, but it was very small and how it
Yes,
was
it was.
angled. So the
It was a
dish that came,
weird angle too.
yeah. Even when Fabio came in there to fix the place up, he still
Yeah.
you could never really fix up that kitchen.
Nope.
The kitchen was fucked as far as space went. And anyway, so Tommy comes in there and he's yelling at me or Crystal. I can't remember who he was yelling at. I think he was yelling at Crystal for something that we in the kitchen we did wrong or something. But anyway, he was shit faced drunk. And he went to put his hand down, but he put it down on the sink and it was slippery
Ooh.
and it slipped and he fell forward and that was it. He was out. And I remember
Yeah.
we didn't know what to do, so we just let him lay there. We tried to get him up, we couldn't get him up. We're just like we just closed the kitchen and stepped
Yeah.
over him, moved everything, and then we're like, yeah, he's breathing, so we just left. And then like the next day he was like, yeah, I woke up in the kitchen. I thought that was the funniest fucking thing because I've slept in that kitchen a few times. I also
Damn.
slept upstairs a few times.
You didn't get visited upstairs, did you?
By the prostitute or the ghost?
The ghost, either one.
No,
Okay.
neither one of them. But I will tell you, I don't know if you remember the white party.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so they had a white.
Somewhat.
Yeah,
That was
I don't
somewhat.
remember much either. But I will tell you this quick story. So they had the white party, and everything in the whole restaurant was white. They had white sheets. Oh, it was so very cool, right?
Yeah.
And all the alcohol was white. So, of course, they did like Cocaine Lady, which was Coca-Cola and cream, and then they had like it was all vodkas and all tequilas and anything white. So I remember we got off work and the white party was going on, and we were just gonna have a drink and then go. We were gonna bounce. And what happened was, some guy got shit faced drunk, and he came up to me and he asked Josh, and Josh was like, "Talk to Jeff." And he's like, "Man, I need something to eat. I need to sober up. I need to put something in my body." So he goes, I'll pay you whatever and I'll give you a bottle of booze. So what happened was I went in the kitchen. I think we made, remember those nachos?
Yeah, those nostrils were the bomb.
Those nachos were awesome.
Yes.
I made him those nachos and then he loved them. So he gave me and Crystal both $100 cash. So now we're going home with $200 and he gave us a bottle of vodka from the table service. Remember
Uh-huh.
that?
Yeah.
And me and Crystal polished off a half a bottle and took a cab home. And I had to work brunch the next morning.
Oh shit.
And that's how I ended up sleeping on that table in the kitchen, the stainless steel table. In between orders, I would lay down and close my eyes and sleep. It was the most
Damn.
brutal brunch I ever did in my life. Every
Yeah.
time I made eggs, I had to go vomit.
I
It
can
was
believe it.
it was awful. But yeah, that was the white party.
Yeah.
They had the black party too. That was cool. They had a lot of cool parties and a lot of themed
Yeah, they
stuff.
did.
I had fun there.
I still miss those beef noodles.
Oh yeah, the 5 spice noodles. I
Yes,
know
those
how
are.
to make all that stuff. You know that?
Do you still cool?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I never forgot how to make it. Uh, Josh embedded that in my head. He stood next to me and made me cook it for him, so I would make it correctly.
That was fantastic. That was one of my favorite things in that place.
Yeah, mine too. I had a great time there. Also, I have another Redstone story. I have a ton of Redstone stories, but I'm gonna close with this one. This is another fond Redstone memory. So I'm sure I can name the people's names, um, but I don't think I will. Or it's not on this one, but there was 3 girls that worked there. One was this tiny little blonde. You already know who it is.
Yes.
Another one was this girl that dated a guy. Now I can't. Martini bar, the Lakewood Martini bar. Can't think of it. Oh, she was tall with dark hair. I can't think of her name. Her and then another girl.
Clifton Martini Bar.
Yeah, the Clifton.
The Clifton.
The
That's
Clifton.
that's the only one I know that's out there in Lakewood.
Yeah, she dated one of the servers there, and she
Okay.
worked for Redstone too. She was tall with black hair. It was crazy. I know you know who she is. I
I
just
know
can't
who
think
she
of her
is.
name. All right, so I'm working and I'm closing the kitchen. I have to go downstairs into the basement because that's where the cooler is. And there's no supposed to be nobody downstairs. And I hear laughing. And then they have a laundry room, right? Do you remember the laundry room that was
Yeah.
so there would be the laundry room and then you'd go up the steps and go into the patio area. That was the
Yeah.
coolest entrance into the patio area, that little downstairs
Right.
cellar thing, right? So anyway, I'm hearing laughing and giggling and all this shit. I'm like, man, what is going on? So I open up the door. There's 3 girls standing there and they're all topless. And they're pointing at each other's breasts, going, "Look how yours are so perky, but look how mine are so fat." I was like, "What the fuck?" I
Yes.
stood there for like a good 2 minutes, man.
You
In my
had to.
mind, it was 2 minutes, but it was probably like 40 seconds.
Right.
I was like in awe. I was like, it was like I went to heaven.
Yeah.
Wish I had a sound effect for that one, but I don't.
Right.
Maybe it would be this one. I opened up the door and I heard.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was fucking great. All right, man. Man, I could go on and on with Redstone stories. I
Oh,
probably have a billion of them. Probably some that we could never even talk about on air.
right.
Ever. I got some great Fabio ones too.
I
We're gonna
bet you
have to
do.
we're gonna have to get together off air and
Go
discuss those
and talk.
ones.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So oh man. In my I think I spent 4 or so years there. Maybe
Yeah.
4.5. I saw a lot of shit. A lot of cool shit happened there. A lot of
Yeah.
tastings and stuff like that. Josh was very cool.
Yeah.
He had the nachos. He had all his crazy burger specials. I still have the menus. Do you
Oh,
have
that's
any of the
cool.
menus?
No,
And I'll
I
tell you
should have.
when.
I should have stole some of them. They would have come in handy.
Yeah, I stole them. I also stole a whole bunch of shit before they shut the thing down. I have, the Redstone sign
Yeah.
that hung out front where it said red.
Yeah.
I have the stone.
Oh, sweet.
I hang that in my apartment. Um, and I can't remember the dude's name, but he was a bartender there. Super good looking dude, buff. Um, Not Fabio's nephew, but somebody else. He lives
Uh-huh.
in California now. He has the red.
Okay. I
I
can't think of his name either.
Yeah, I know you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan, you remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the red, and I have the stone. When they were closing down, and we found out it was official, we took a ladder outside. And we're like, "Fuck it, let's just take it." And then I went upstairs and I took a whole bunch of paintings. I'm sure Josh doesn't give a fuck. He never wanted them anyway.
No. I
But
I heard there was some stuff between him and Fabio anyway, so
oh yeah, I was
God.
a part of a lot of those meetings. You know that, right? So,
Yeah.
oh man, so I think it was like every Tuesday morning I would have to go out to Tremont. And
Uh-huh.
he would have all his chefs come out and they'd all sit and talk and they'd go over menu stuff and blah 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 blah. It was like the biggest waste of an hour of my life. And I'd have to go there and sit and wait, and then it would be Tommy, it would be Josh Cabot, it'd be Fabio Salerno, it was Brendan Kearney, it was all his other partners, which I can't remember right now. That one dude, which was the pedophile that went to prison, right?
Yeah,
But
I
I can't think of the name of that company. Not Buffalo Wild Wings. It's
um
is it Buck? Not. I can't think of what it's called. I know you know what it is. Anyway,
yeah, I can't. I'm
it'd be
thinking.
all those dudes.
Yeah,
I had to sit at a table with them and go over numbers.
yeah.
It sucked.
That's all Fabio is numbers. I mean, he's
Yeah.
he never steered me wrong, but I've heard stories.
Yeah. I don't really have much to say about him.
Yeah,
Um, I liked working for him. It was kind of cool for a minute until it wasn't. And I'm sure that's a lot of people's. So hard to be political when you're talking about people and you don't want to get
right,
sued. But
right.
yeah, I don't know. Fabio. All right, so this is my take on Fabio, and I'm sure I'm allowed to say this. Uh, he is the type of guy that finds out when a business isn't doing so well. He moves on in, brings his money, brings his power, brings his people, and then he takes it over, and then he fucks it all up. That's my take.
Okay.
That's what happened at Redstone.
Yeah.
Yep, that's my take. And with that, let's play a song.
Cool. Do it.
This one works really well into Conspiracy 216. Work sucks.
Another awesome band.
Hell yeah, man. Awesome.
Johnny Rocker.
Johnny Rock.
Fucking attitude.
Although I have not had anything but just that one beer. So, and 2 shots.
I'm off tomorrow. The club gives us Christmas, Thanksgiving, and New Year's Day off. And
Yeah, you're lucky. I
yeah,
get
they
Thursday off.
they don't want to pay us the holiday pay.
What do you get, like time and a half?
Yeah,
And now that I told everybody where I work, so we get an extra $2 an hour. So we make our hourly pay plus $2. All right, I have a funny story to tell you. You're gonna love this one since you work in the business, and so do I. So you're gonna appreciate this one. And I already knew this was total bullshit when I heard it, but it made me laugh later. So I worked on Christmas Day. So I worked on Christmas Eve, and we got fucking annihilated. It was horrible. Like I
yeah.
was like, man, this sucks. This is probably the worst thing ever. And then we had to work Christmas Day, so they scheduled me 10 to 7. Which, come on, they close at 8, and
Yeah.
at 7 o'clock while I was working, it was like packed. Th- There was every table was taken. We cooked until 8:30. So I ended up actually staying an hour and a half later.
Always.
But yeah, I know I wasn't gonna leave. But this is the funny part. So I get there and it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm really not
Yeah.
a morning person. It takes me a while to get going. So it's like 11. I'm kind of like lollygagging around, and we don't really have any tables yet. And the chef is like, "Come on, I need you to keep in the game." I was like, "God damn, this guy's a demon." Guy never stops moving. He's everywhere. I can't even hide around the corner and eat a cookie. The guy won't leave me alone. Anyway, so he comes up to me and he goes, "I just want to let you know we're really understaffed today. And if you want to eat a steak or if you want to have a salmon or anything, nobody's going to care. And at the end of your shift, you get a prime rib dinner, right?" I never got to eat anything. I never got a steak. I never got chicken. I never fucking ate anything that whole day. I worked 10 hours straight. I had one break, and I never ate nothing. And I laughed to myself because I knew it was bullshit. Like, dude, why are you
Yeah.
why are you telling
Yep.
me this? Like, is that's the incentive? Is you get to eat a steak while you
Yeah.
get butt fucked all day long?
No thanks.
Yeah, dude, I got railed. I never had a minute to myself. And the only time I had to myself was when I was running back and forth to the cooler, trying to get shit.
That's
Yeah,
how that's how it is on those days. That's it's crazy on those days.
yeah, it was absolutely miserable. I came
That's why
home and yeah, I
that's
came
why I
home and
like
walked the next day.
yeah. That's why I like working the clubs, private
Yeah,
clubs. You know the hours, you know what's going on.
it's funny because people are like, "Oh, how is the corporate kitchen life?" I'm like, "Oh God, it's worse than the non-corporate."
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, what's the difference between corporate and non-corporate? Really, there's no difference.
No,
Not
not
much.
really. Not really.
Because if you think about it, like corporate wise, and this is funny because like my sister will be like, "Well, you should get a break every 8 hours. You should get 15 or 20 minutes and at least have something to sit down and eat. That's the law."
Yeah, bullshit. It- not in our profession.
Can you imagine the Can you imagine the dirty looks you would get as like a chef or a cook? Be like, "All right, it's been 8 hours. I'm gonna go sit down in the dining room now and have my meal."
Right.
They'd be
Right in
like,
front of the
"What?"
customers. Yes.
Yeah, right in front of the customer. Sit down, steak and fork. Oh my
Yes.
god, that's fucking funny. Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be fantastic. So, all right, man. What we're gonna do is we're gonna play one more song. It's 11:30. I want to watch the ball drop, so I'm gonna play one more song, and I'm going to bid everyone adieu for the evening to get into 2025, right?
Make sure the only ball you watch and drop is the one on TV.
Yeah, that's the only ball that's dropping. There's no more 8 balls or anything anymore. It's all over, bro. All right, so I'm gonna let you pick the next song. So I'll let you. I'll tell you the bands that we have left in the
Yeah.
rotation, and I'll let you pick. So we have Ancient Limbs with Drowning. We have True Devil with Divisible, Freaky Things, Kim Jovanov, or Jim Bellinger.
Uh, how about Jim Bellinger? Just because he's not here, and I miss Mr. Moonlight, especially the
Mr.
word,
Moonlight.
especially the word of the day.
Oh, and the Shanae. The
Sinead,
news.
yeah,
We couldn't think of a name for him. Like, what do you want to
yes,
call the news? And what's her
that's
name?
perfect for him.
Douchey does
The shizzy,
the shizzy. That's right.
yes,
And we were laughing one day, and I was like, "Let's do the Shanae name. We'll dedicate it to Douchey."
yes.
I want to meet her now. So, all right. So yeah, the Shanae. So Jim Bellinger, this goes out to you. This is my little girl. I want to say goodnight to Cleveland. Good night, Matt Gutka. Matt,
Good
you
night,
have a
Jeff.
fantastic New Year's. You're
You
already
too.
sober, so you're one
I'll
step
see you.
ahead of everyone else.
Yes, I'll see you Sunday.
I'll see you Sunday. This is gonna be a great day.
Yes.
Peace,
Bye.
Cleveland.
See you, Cleveland. Peace out. Don't get too stupid tonight.
You everybody gets stupid.
I know.
Take it
Call,
easy, man. You have a great
call
day.
an Uber. Yes. See ya.
You, dear. I was so lonely, then you came here. You gave me so much joy, my little girl. Now my life has changed, dear. I'm just flying in the sky, dear. I don't ask how or why, my little girl. My little girl. We're on a carousel of love. We're spinning round and up and down. It's the motion I need, my little girl. The story isn't going to change here. I'll be with you at every bend, dear. 'Cause you're the one I love, my little girl. My little girl. Cause you're the one I love.